Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, welcome to my channel. I'm sorry I haven't posted video in a long time. We were sick. We were my smallest one was sick, so I was home with him. And then I'm sorry if you can hear what's going on outside because I have the window open. Bismillah, mashallah, today is beautiful weather, so I'm just enjoying that weather. So I opened the window while I'm talking to you guys here. So my smallest one was sick, and then here in Germany we have school shut down, so all my kids are home for 5 weeks. We're going to be home for 5 weeks, so there's a lot going on, and we have to shop and we have to prepare for this coronavirus that everybody's scared of nowadays. So that's why I was not having a lot of time to post any videos with any of my channels. So today's video is about Muslim girls must have, inshallah, what we should have, what we should have around the house. So this is things that I came up with, inshallah, that a lot of sisters, I have noticed a lot of sisters want to do Quran studies and want to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and so on and so forth. And I have been asked what I use. So inshallah bidmillah al-karim, so today I will share with you the stuff that I use when I'm studying the Quran and when I'm spending time with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what I have, and also what you can this is nothing that you have to have, but it's also always good to have on the side, so that so you're always prepared, inshallah. The first thing you need to have is a basket. Okay, I have this basket, as you see. So this is like the first thing you need to have, first of all, because you keep all your stuff in there. They all in one place. You don't have to look for them. You don't have to run around and look for them. So you keep all your belongings there, and you have it like where you like to study. You make yourself a room, so where you sit down and you want to study, inshallah. Okay, so just put it there, and I have it in my kitchen. So sometimes I study in my living room, so I just grab the basket, and I just drag it. So I just take my basket and just bring it with me to the living room or whatever I wanna study in that day. So basket is number one. Okay, inshallah bismillah al-kareem. What else you need is, absolutely, we all have, I hope we all have, and this is the most important thing, of course. It is Quran al-Kareem. You need a Quran. Am I holding the Quran correct? Yeah, so you need a Quran al-Kareem, and one, of course, because you want to study, so you need the one that is Quran al-Kareem, that is normal Quran, for your Quran readings. Okay, so what I use for this Quran especially is only when I'm reading Quran. When I want to read Quran, I use this one. I don't do anything with it. I just read Quran from this. Okay, so this kitab is actually a gift from the teacher of my kids. So my children, they had a teacher. She is from Pakistan. May Allah grant her Jannat al-Firdaus. So she teach my children how to read the Quran, and for years they were going. They started from Baqarah to the finish. They were going every Saturday and Sunday by her. So I think, yeah, so every weekend they were going to her to learn the Quran. And this sister, she never asked a penny, never. We want to give her money, she never asked a penny. She didn't want any money. So and she gave this Quran to my kids, and they were learning from this Quran. And now they grown, mashallah, and they don't go to her now, but I use this Quran. When I read Quran, I use this Quran. I have a bunch of Quran. I have so many Qurans in the house. I hoard Quran. So but then I use this one. Why I use this one is because I want this sister to get ajr from it. I mean, she did this work for absolutely nothing. She just did it for the sake of Allah. She did it for sabilillah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant her ajr. Whatever she did for, she will get ajr for that. But I want to give her some more. I want to, inshallah, when she comes to Yawm al-Qiyamah, she will get extra hasana bi'idhnillah. I don't know if she's watching this video. I don't think she's watching the videos, but I want her to get extra hasana. So that's why I always read, when I read Quran, I always read from this Quran. Okay, because whoever she gave it to me, this is going to be sadaqah jari for her, inshallah. So you need, of course, Quran, as I said. Sorry to that was a long introduction for that Quran. Second one you need again is a Quran. A Quran. What Quran you need is a translation Quran, any language, which language you want, which language you know, yani your language, any language. So this is the Quran that I use. This is English for me. So you take as you see, it has nothing. It doesn't have any Arabic in it, which is perfect. Then I can just write it down. This I use when I study for this, when I studied Quran. So I just go through the surahs, ayahs, and I just mark them so that I yeah, that's how I study. Okay, that's how I study. So you need a Quran which has no Arabic letters in it, that will be perfect for you. Second Quran that I use, you don't have to have it. If you don't find something like this, maybe you can find something like this. This is another Quran that I use. It has both Arabic and English. Okay, but what I like about this Quran is it has the commentate. You can read here the commentators. You get like hadith and the as you see here, so here you can get all the information for that surah, that ayah that you're reading, the hadith about it, and the time being, yeah, it has the comments in it. And so if you see, sometimes the comments are so much. If you see, all this is a commentary. You see that? All that is a commentary. So that's what I like about this Quran. Sometimes when I study this Quran and I don't understand something, I go here and I look up. And if I don't find here, then I go and look up in the internet with Ibn Kathir. I look in Ibn Kathir then if I don't find here or there something that's really explaining to me. So this I like because of this reason. As you see, I don't write on it. I don't mess with this. I like to not mess with the Quran which has Arabic in it. But yeah, you don't have to mess with it. You can just learn it from here. So I don't know where my husband got this from, but this is from my husband. So it's old Quran. The English is also a little bit old. So number one was the Quran that you need. So I just put my Quran there. Okay, so number two, what you will need is a Quran journal. You need a Quran journal, of course. When you study the Quran, you need somewhere to write those things that you studied, those ayahs that you studied. I use this one, and I'm just going to show you like this right now. I'm not going to explain anything because this video is going to take long, but I have how I study my Quran. I have that video, inshallah. I will post that video. You just wait for it, inshallah. I did already. I just need to post it. But yeah, I show you how I study the Quran. So you need somewhere that you can write all your what you learned, the ayahs that you learned and everything. You need somewhere to write it down, of course. Okay, so you of course need a Quran journal. This is a journal only for the Quran. And then you need, my sister, and of course then you need a dua journal. This is a dua journal because I did write it on it. If you can see, it's investment. We have to also believe what we are doing is we are investing for our hereafter. Whatever we do here is an investment. So just for me not to forget it every time I open this book, so I see that it is an investment and it is making me closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I wrote some du'as here. So what I do here is just plain writing du'as. I write du'as. This is my morning adhkar in the morning. Then I look at this and then I write what I'm grateful for. Here I said grateful for. I just write everything that I'm grateful for. If I need to talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I just write everything in here. Okay, this is just for me and Allah. Nobody dares to touch this. So this is something that you might need it, inshallah. What happens sometimes is that you make a dua, you write your dua here, and if you go back like 5 months from now and so on, and if you could just go back, then you might see that dua is actually, you got that dua was answered, but you did not know it. So it's always good to have stuff like this. It's always nice to know. So it's so nice to know when I have du'as that is answered, subhanallah. So that makes me very, very, really, really smile to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What else? You guys, this journal, I had it for a while, okay, and I bought a lot of stuff to start my journey with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I had this one and I had no idea what to do with this, because I was like, what should I do in here? What should I write in here? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And you know what? I just came up with the best idea ever. I just came up with the best idea ever. Oh, what that is, sister? So what that is, sister, in the evenings when I go to bed, sometimes I just take my Quran and I read. Okay, and I read. I don't wait for my study. You know, if I'm studying right now here, but if you see how far I am by my reading, you can see that, right? You can see that. So I just read. You understand? I just read. Here is my study. I'm still here studying, not far, but I do read. As you can see, I do. So what happens is sometimes I read ahead. So I just find some ayahs that I'm like, oh, this ayah touched me, you know. I love this ayah. Oh my God, I have some favorite ayahs. So oh my God, I love this ayah. So I just mark those ayahs in this Quran. So what I do is next day when I wake up, the ayahs that touch me and I love it, and I'm like, oh my God, I love this ayah, right? So what I do is I write it in here. Okay, right there. If you can see, you can read if you want to. Okay, so I write those ayahs in here. So inshallah bismillah kareem, when I want, you know, I want that ayah and I wanted to read it, I don't have to look through the whole Quran. I just have it here. This is my favorite ones. My absolute favorite one is like this one. Allah says subhanahu wa ta'ala, that if my servants ask you about me, I am near. I respond to those who call me. You understand? I love that ayah, for example. And the ayah where Allah says, remember me and I remember you. You know, this mashallah beautiful. And I love this one too. You who believe, enter wholeheartedly into submission to Allah. You who believe, enter wholeheartedly into submission to Allah. How great is this? I love this ayah. So I just write my ayah that I love, and then I can go through it and then I can read them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that's why, alhamdulillah, that's what I do in this one now. Do you need it? No, but it's always good to have. It's always good to have. What else you need is my sister Hisn Muslim. This is in Somali, sorry. This is in Somali, it says Hisn Muslim because H we write with X. So Hisn Muslim you need. Why you need Hisn Muslim? Because there's so many du'as and adkar in here. It's mashallah. So any du'a that you, if you worry, if you feel worry, if you feel depressed, if you feel something in the morning, in the evening, everything, you have it in here. All of them in here. Mashallah, you cannot go wrong with that. So you just have something like this. This you need. Okay, you need get one, inshallah. Highlighters, if you want to study the Quran, you need a highlighter. So you just get your highlighters and just highlight, inshallah. What else you need is a pen, pencils, and this one, rulers. You need rulers if you want to nicely make it neat and beautiful. Then you need stuff, small stuff like this, pens and highlighters and stuff like that you need. For the memory of the Quran, when you memorize in the Quran, I would suggest when you memorize the Quran, just get a notebook like this. You see that? Just get a notebook like this, and then the ayah that you are memorizing for that day or that week or whatever, just write it in this notebook. And then when you go to the kitchen and you're doing something, you read it. And when you in the bus or outside, or you're waiting in the waiting room for the doctor or whatever, you just take it and you read those ayah that's you're repeating themselves, and you read it. That's how you memorize. That's the best way to memorize the Quran, because you don't have to carry the whole Quran with you. And there's those small Qurans, but then I don't see. You need the glasses for that, so you really don't need it. You just need those ayah that you need. You can write it down and you can take it with you anywhere, and you don't have to be scared of anything, because it's not the Holy Quran. It's not the whole Quran in there. It's just one or two ayahs in there. Subhanallah, it's perfect. So that's how I do with my memorizing the Quran. What else? What else you need is lecture. You have to listen. Faith comes by hearing. If you do not hear anything about your faith, there will not be no faith, of course. So faith comes by hearing. So always, if we stand on our point and listen to lectures, something that softens our soul, our heart, that we need that nourishment. So we need to hear that. So try to listen to lectures in your language that you understand, so that it's you can absorb it, you know, that your heart needs that. It has to be softened. Sometimes our heart is very, very hard. Our heart is very, very hard. So we need that. We need to hear a lot of lectures. We need not only the Quran, but you need to really hear the lectures and in your language where you understand. And so that listen about the journey. The other day I was listening to a video. The name is the journey of death. The journey of death, I think, mashallah, is 2 parts. It's a very long series, but I was crying the whole time. I was literally crying the whole time. I really love that video. Inshallah bismillah kareem, I will try to post that video down below. You can watch stuff like that. You need to soften your heart, you know. You know, some people like get soft. They get softer because when they hear about hellfire and the hereafter and the punishment, so they get softer, and so they get scared, and so they go closer to Allah. Yeah, but what softens my heart is when I hear about Jannah, when I hear about the day we meet Allah, when I hear about the day we meet the Prophet, and when we meet the Ashaba, and when we are in Jannah, these things really soften my heart, and this makes me really cry, because I just love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so much. So I just want to see, imagine the day that we will stand there and looking at his face. Yani, I just cannot imagine that day, you know. It's, subhanallah. So this is what softens my heart. So this is what I like to listen, not too much about the hellfire, but about the Jannah. But some people like to hear about punishment, and that's what makes them soft. So everybody is different, inshallah. So do whatever is like making your heart soft, okay, inshallah. This is important for us, for you to have this journey with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to spend time with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to study his word, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to understand his word. This is so important, you guys. This is so important. Sometimes in some ayahs I just smile, you know. I just smile when I read. I just smile. Some ayahs I cry. Some ayahs makes me like, oh, shake my core. You understand what I'm saying? So inshallah, studying the Quran in your language that you understand, coming close, that automatically will make you come closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You become like, it just drags you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You understand? So this is a journey. This is nothing that we can do in a day. We just do one day, or on Ramadan or whatever. No, this is a journey. You have to take this as a journey with you, okay? So you just think like this. This is my conclusion. You just think like this, okay? So instead of saying, I don't have time to spend with Allah today, just think, instead of saying that, just think, I cannot make him priority today, okay? Just think that way. I have game to go, I have gym to go, I have work to go, I have food to cook, but today Allah is not my priority today. If you think like this, you will understand. Yeah, your heart will be shaken a little bit. You understand? So this we have to make a time. We have to make time for Allah. We have to make time for Allah. The period. Even if it's 20 minutes, even if it's 30 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes, we do pray every day. But on top of that, you know, just to get our hearts be softened, we have to have relationship with the Quran. We have to have a relationship with this one, the Quran al-Karim. You have to have a relationship with the Quran. Inshallah, this is what I do. I'm not telling you that you need all these things, but just figure it out what will work for you. Like I said, I just bought too much. Like this one was like extra one that I bought. I liked the way it looked, but I did not know what to do with it. But then now I found out what I can do with it. You understand? So just do whatever you can do, inshallah, bismillah al-Karim. The rest will be taken care of, and the rest Allah will take care of it. Allah said, subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you walk if you walk towards me, I will run towards you. You understand? Just let's make that one move. Do you understand what I'm saying? So just make that one move. Let's make that one move, and I hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it easy for you. This is new year, inshallah, new me, inshallah, we do whatever we can to improve ourselves, and please, people, just don't think that I'm showing off. I just wanna inspire you, bismillah kareem. I don't care if you think I am showing off what I'm doing. I really don't care. That's not my main. That's not my intention, and Allah knows best. So I've seen a lot of sisters say, I will start with making Salatul Tahajjud, wake up 1 hour before Fajr. Some sisters say I'm gonna try to make study the Quran often. See, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, I'm inspiring somebody. I'm inspiring some sisters who like this. So I am doing for them, okay, and I'm doing for Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. I'm hoping that Inshallah Bismillah al-Karim Yawm al-Qiyamah we stand next to each other, and I will not know you, but you will probably know me, and you come to me and say, hey, that day you inspired me, and now we meet in Jannat al-Firdaus. Who knows? You never know. I don't know, but yeah, may Allah Subhanahu wa Taala make us meet in Jannah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, in Jannat al-Firdaus, Inshallah Bismillah al-Karim. Ameen. So my sisters, I want to leave you with this, Inshallah Bismillah al-Karim. I'm trying to make more videos, Bismillah al-Karim, and I would like you to share the videos, and I would like you to try what I'm saying, what I'm telling you. Try it, okay? Do it, Inshallah. Let's spend time with Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and we will see what kind of benefit we have, okay, Inshallah, in our lives. Hadi, I will have to let you go here now, okay? Inshallah, Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We will see each other in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.